Job 19, powerful, powerful passage. And by the way, many times people say, the doctrine of resurrection is not found in the Old Testament. I just have to shake my head when I say we've seen several places already, one of the Psalms, Daniel 12, those in the dust of the earth will rise forth, and Isaiah, the earth shall give birth to her dead. There's a number of passages. But now listen to this. Job is the general consensus is it's the earliest written book of the Bible. Of course, there are events in Genesis that, like the creation of the world, that precede Job, but that Job was actually written before the end of Genesis was finished, and back in the time of Abraham. And there's numbers of indications of that. And so here's Job, and you know his story and all of his suffering. And he says, I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand upon the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. Now, before we go on, think about that. That's a stunning statement. After my skin has been destroyed, what happens when your skin has been destroyed? I mean, you're dead. Okay, that's what he's talking about. That's like, you're just dead. Okay. Yet, in my flesh, in my body, I will see God. So your body is dead, destroyed, burned, whatever. And yet, in my flesh, I will see God. If that's not resurrection, what is it? I myself will see him with my own eyes. So people wonder, am I really going to be me in heaven? I myself will see him with my own eyes. Job knows it's going to be him. And in case we didn't get it, I and not another. I mean, sometimes, again, Scripture sometimes it's like it's bending over backwards because it's anticipating wrong conclusions we're going to draw, like many people have drawn. Will we remember anything of earth? Will we know anybody? Will we be who we are? But doesn't the Bible say we'll be new people, so new people aren't the old people, so it really won't be me anymore? And there's parts of not being me that I really like, meaning I don't like the sinful parts, but what I'd really like to be is me without the sin, right? And that's precisely what God promises. And so Job says, I myself will see him with my own eyes, I and not another. Case closed, right? That's pretty definitive. How my heart yearns within me. And here's a man undergoing incredible suffering. There's been a lot of suffering in this room. But when you think about the 12 sons and daughters and everything else that he lost and the unbelievable physical pain and everything, it would be hard to think of very many people in history who have suffered more than Job did. Righteous Job, and he turned to God and he anticipated being with him